So I lost my dad in August last year, August 2022. And I think when I was making this video, I was thinking about making this video, I immediately thought sort of what were the key things that I learned losing my dad. And then it sort of made me think, well, it is a really tough question in terms of what I've really learned. Because for me, my dad wasn't in my life, and he, over the years, let's take you back to the start. So he left when I was 1, 2, something like that. I think when I was 1, and didn't see him for years until I think the first time I met him was when I was about 14, and that was a strange experience. And then from 14 onwards, didn't really speak to him, maybe once every 3 years or something like that, once every 2 or 3 years, if that. And even then it wasn't really talking properly, because I mean the relationship's not there, is it? So, and as a young teen, you know, I was already the man in the house by when I was in school. I was already turning into a man without him. So it was a strange sort of period. And as I went through my 20s and obviously into 30s and early 30s now, I'm 33 now, so he died when I was 32 and he was 56, so quite young in terms of the grand scheme of things. And yeah, there's certain things that I've learned, there's certain things I'm still learning, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. I'm still learning and trying to process what the impact was on me and how I still need to go about my life, basically. He didn't really, he didn't get in contact much at all, and I think as a person, he was. I mean, we're all flawed people, but me having a daughter now and having my own children, my own child, I just don't. I don't get it in terms of, number one, how can you ever leave your kid? How can you ever leave your kid? And I think by the end of it, I'd forgiven him, and I think in the years up to his passing, I'd definitely let go of a lot of that anger, and a lot of that hate that I'll carrying for years, from time when I was a little kid to into adulthood. And I had it out of him numerous times, trying to understand, trying to just get a sense of why and how can you actually do that, and how can you leave, not only leave us, but how can you also, when you have reconnected with us, or if it's through your mum or whatever, which it was, why in these years have you not tried better to see us? Why questions, so many questions. But and it really, it still hurts to this day. And to be honest, at the funeral, I did the eulogy, gave him a respectful sentence, gave him a respectful send-off. And I always think, one of the good pieces of advice my wife gave me actually was, always give people better than they deserve. And that's so true. think it's so true. Always give people better than they deserve, because then you'll always be fine within yourself. You'll always be good with yourself, and knowing that will stand you in good stead. So that's that's a big thing. And as I said, I'm still learning, I'm still processing as well, and it's never easy to lose any parent. And I even think in terms of, even if you wasn't that close to your dad, it almost makes it sometimes doubly weird and difficult, because you don't know how to feel. Like, you don't know if you should feel sad, you don't know if you should feel angry. You don't. I said for years I would never go to that guy's funeral. What did I end up doing? Going to his funeral and speaking the eulogy. And you grow as a person, you grow as a human. And I think when you do lose a parent, it reinforces the fact that you're not infallible, you're not Superman, you're not Superwoman. We all pass on at some point in our lives, and that's nature. That's the way of the world. And you've got to really understand and take pride in the fact that what you have built to this to get to where you are, and what you really cherish, and what's really important in the world, and what really defines you as a human. And you find no definition of what defines you at work. Home is where you'll find that. Home is where you'll find that. There's nothing that will define you more than your relationships that you've built with your children, the relationships that you build with your loved ones, and the people that really matter in your life. And as long as you always remember that and keep that front and centre in everything you do, little things, big things, everything you do, front and centre, front and centre, front and centre, you can't go more wrong than that. You can't go more right than that. So that's definitely a piece that I think people should really be thinking about more, and having that at the front of their mind in everything that they do, and be present and be the best that you can be. And the only way to do that is by prioritizing those loved ones and really looking after those who matter, because at the end, those that you've looked after will be there at the end, riding till you die, essentially. So it's something that you really need to think about. And there's quite a lot of things that I want to say as well, and I'll come on to a few topics in some more videos as well that I'll put out there. But yeah, I just wanted to show that and share that little piece of info that I'm dealing with now, and how I'm dealing with it, and what's really working for me, basically. So hope this helps. Hope you still have those conversations with how you're feeling with the people that matter in your lives, and have those conversations, and don't be afraid to have those conversations. And sometimes it is tough that sometimes you can't it's difficult to put language to a lot of things, but speaking and just trying to speak, or just trying to express in whatever way you can your feelings, in a positive way, as much as you can. And then just keep trying to do that, and we can get better, So yeah, my voice is nearly going. Dealing with a cold at the minute, so apologies. But yeah, signing off. Take care, all. Take care.